A friend was recently upset when his son refused to hand him over his mobile for repair. What is my son up to that he can't give his phone to me? He thought. From a parent's point of view, these are natural alarm bells. When the bonds have been warm and caring, a close association often develops between the parent and the child, where they tend to know what's going on with the other. This is healthy, especially when a child is young. Such attention monitors and guides the child in ways both spoken and unspoken. My friend's son, however, is 16. The phase he is going through is a tricky one for him and his parents. His own interests and preferences are developing, as they should at this point. For him to wish privacy in certain matters is natural too. Yet, he is unsure how much of his own he may claim, since the bond with his parents is a strong one. His denial to hand over his phone is a call for independence, to be one's own person. The fight for independence versus control seems a perpetual one. When should parents loosen their control over children, and to what extent? How much should the child claim his own, and at what stage? There are perhaps no absolute answers to this one, but here are a few famous thoughts and quotes to reflect on in an attempt to strike a balance. For the child, here is a quote to consider. Independence doesn't mean that you decide what you want. Independence is respecting things for their value. It is respecting things and circumstance without undue antagonism. Here, in this context, it is to respect the care, consideration, and resource that parents have contributed towards their child's growth. Therefore, independence doesn't mean that you decide what you want with disregard to the other. It means finding your way nonetheless, but with respect for all that is good that has come your way. For parents, on the other hand, here's a quote to reflect on. True independence and freedom can only exist in doing what's right. Brigham Young, a leader and social thinker, said this in the mid-19th century. A parent's freedom lies in letting go, though mindfully. Parents who cling to their children and live their lives through those of their children exercise an excessive degree of control on a child's life. This happens where there is love as well. If it restricts the child, this approach also restricts the parent's growth. Parents may remind and align themselves to what is best in a child's interest. They have to consider keeping their insecurities aside and understand that the child will find his or her own friends and life. It doesn't mean a defined abdication of their responsibility though. They may continue to be watchful for any signs of trouble the child may find himself or herself in. Yet, in deciding that it's good to allow space to the child to grow, they free themselves and the child from excessive smothering. And yet, through all such thought on independence, George Bernard Shaw had this to say: independence? That's middle-class blasphemy. We are all dependent on one another, every soul of us on earth. And how true he is indeed. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, I'm sure you will enjoy my other video essays. My name is Sai. Subscribe to my channel to support me in my journey. My name is Sai, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.